This is problem number 5 on the practice problems for quest number 3. Rewrite using radical notation. 8 to the 3/4. What does 3/4 mean? It means there's a root. 3 is the power. 4 is the index. Here's my answer. I'll put parentheses here just to really show the cube is happening to the whole symbol. You're also welcome to put the cube inside. So you can make the 4th root of 8 cubed. I always prefer to put it outside, but I'll put both answers here. Part B, -6 to the -1/3 power. Okay, so the first thing I'll do is rewrite this guy. The question is, what's happening with that negative sign, and is that negative sign affected by that power? Does the power have the strength to reach out here and grab that negative sign? So I'm going to rewrite that negative sign as a -1 times 6 to the -1/3, because after all, that's what a negative sign in the front means. It just means multiply by -1. So does the power reach the -1? And the answer is no. We know order of operations says first thing you're going to do is exponent, and then later on you're going to do multiplication. So these two guys don't interact at all. So I'm just going to copy that -1 in the front. 6 to the -1/3. First thing I'll do is take care of that negative sign. Negative sign means 1 over, and then make it positive. Negative exponent means motion, so I'll move it to the bottom and make it positive. Then we're almost done here. There's a -1 upstairs. 6 to the 1/3 means there's a radical lurking. The 1 is the power. It's there. I'm going to erase that in a second. 3 is the index. So this is really -1 over cube root of 6. And no reason to put that 1 there. Part C, -5 to the 4/5. So does the 4/5 apply to the negative sign here? The answer is yes, because the 4/5 has parentheses right nearby, which means this whole thing is being raised to the 4/5. So yes, the 4/5 is going to interact with that negative sign, but it did not interact with that negative sign. Okay, so what does 4/5 mean? It means there's a radical. -5, the whole thing is in there. The 4 is the power. The 5 on the denominator is the index. So this is my answer. I'll put this here just to see the 4 applies to the whole symbol. And just like in part A, you're also welcome to put that 4th power inside. -5 raised to the 4th. We do need parentheses there. I always prefer to put my powers outside, but I put both answers. Part D, -5 to the 4/5. So this looks quite familiar. It sounds the same when you read it from part C, but you'll notice the difference is the parentheses. Part C has parentheses around the -5. Part D has no parentheses. So hopefully by this point, you're starting to understand, does the power here have the strength to reach that negative sign? And the answer, as we've seen, is no, unless there's parentheses, like it was in the previous problem. So the negative sign is sitting there in the front. There's a radical lurking because of the fraction power. The 4 is the power. The 5 is the index. I'll put parentheses. So we really see what is being hit with that power. It's not the negative sign, because the negative sign wasn't reached by the power. So that's our answer right there. I'll also put the alternative. You're welcome to do the 5th root of, and then take care of the 4 inside, negative when you're done. Part E, G to the 4/3. So this one's pretty straightforward. All we have is a variable instead of the numbers that we've been looking at before. So 4/3 means there's a radical. 4 is the power. 3 is the index. I'll put my parentheses. That's fine. Also welcome, as usual, to put the power inside.